Good morning, students. Uh, Today's practical class is about handling the sun segregating generation in crop plants. Okay, in this topic we study how do we handle, means how do we will manage the segregating progeny when we made a crosses between two parent. Okay, so we will study about the management of the segregating uh, progeny in self cross as well as in vegetatively propagated species. Okay, let us start with the uh, definition of segregating generation. What happened in the segregating generation of a population uh, when we made a crosses between two parent P1 and P2 parent? Okay, it will produce the F1. Okay, after the F1 we will self it. Okay, or we can also cross with the a distant species or a different genotype. So after that what will happen? We will get F2. Okay, in F2 we will get a different type of the genotypes. Suppose for example, capital T is it is a one parent. Okay, a second is small t. Okay, this is the second parent. Okay, after that you made crosses between them, you will get in F1 capital T small t, that is the heterozygous. Okay, when you will self it, you will get F2. Okay, in F2 you will see there's a different type of the genotype: capital T capital T, capital T and small t. Okay, there is three different types of the genotype. Okay, so that in all the genotypes in F2, so which genotype or which plant is, is desirable for you or which is not desirable for you, so that you have to use your means skill science or concept that which plant or which genotype is suitable for you or which plant you have to select for the generating the next generation. Okay, so this is about the handling of segregating generation. Also for that there's a different type of the method which is given in plant breeding. uh, for example, one is pedigree method, second is bulk method, third is SSD single seed descent method. Okay, for the self pollinated crop there is pure line method. Okay, so these are the methods which are applied for the handling of segregating generation. Means will handle the different segregants which is produced in F2 or subsequent generation. So that is the thing. Okay, so I think you can clear, you got what is the segregants means different type of genotype produced in F1 or is subsequent generation. Okay, or for handling there is a different type of the method which allow to select a desirable genotype of the or genotype or a plant in F2 or its subsequent generation. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, and second point is that how can we confirm of a cross? How can we confirm means meaning is that you will made crosses between two parent, you will get F1. Okay, so the, after the crossing, uh, what happened in F1? The gene of P1 parent and gene of P2 parent will mixture and comes into F1. But some crosses or many of crosses will not, you will get mixture or you will not get a confirmed mixture of a parent. So for that what you will to have to do? Okay, for better understanding I will tell you one example. Suppose this is a red color plant, means a red color flower plant, another is a white color plant. when you made crosses between them, you will get F1. So F1, it is a mixture. F1 should be the mixture of both of this plant. So F1 color is pink color. Okay, pink color will produce from the crosses between two parents. Okay, but in some crosses you will not get F1 which are the having pink color. Some of them are red color or some of them are white color. So that what you will do for that, you have to means you have to confirm, or there is a, for the confirmation there is a some methods. Okay, at the molecular level you can use the marker. Okay, marker means it is a means it is a means what you will tell, it is a DNA sequence. Okay, it is a DNA sequence which is present on a chromosome, and it is a indirectly uh, responsible for a trait. Okay, so in a DNA, what you will get in the DNA in F1, or this DNA, it is a mixture of both of both of the parent DNA. Okay, so this is the molecular basis. Molecular basis means F1 will contain DNA of both parent. So that is the one thing. Okay, for that you can use the many marker. Already I have discussed in a one class. Okay, what is a marker, or what are the different techniques of the marker, means RAPD, SSR, FLP. These are the different markers that you can use for the detection of F1. Okay, second is that second means second thing which you can use for confirmation of F1 is that you compare, means some morphological character which is present in F1, and also it should means it is also present in parent. Mean compare some character, means suppose the plant height, number of seeds, or some suppose a drought resistant gene. Okay, okay, so this drought resistant gene should be contained in F1. Suppose you made a crosses between two parent, one contain disease resistance, another is does not have a disease resistant gene. Okay, when you made a crosses between them, you will get F1. Okay, in F1 plant should be contain disease resistant gene if crosses are means confirmed, means fertilization is occurred from the fallen pollen grain. Okay, so that is the thing. And after that, the third thing is that cotyledons color, means it is a phenotypically, or means you can visualize by your naked eyes. Okay, that cotyledons color. Okay, cotyledons color in a seed means color of a cotyledon. You can visualize if color is that red color or pink color or other or any other color. So if color is there, coloration is there in cotyledon of a seed, then you can also confirm that crosses are happened between two parent. Okay, so these are the three methods. One is that color of cotyledons, second is comparison of F1 with their parent, and third is that molecular marker. So these three methods you can use to confirmation of a cross, and for success of breeding or success of hybrid breeding, that is thing. For handling the segregating generation, there is a different method that you can apply in self-pollinated, in cross-pollinated, as well as in clonal or you can say the vegetatively propagated species, or apomictically propagated species. Okay, means there is a different method. For self there is a different method, for cross there is a different method, for vegetatively or apomictically propagated species there is a different method. Means when you made a crosses between self-pollinated species, suppose you made a crosses in wheat, rice. Okay, wheat and rice are the self-pollinated species. Okay, if you are using the self-pollinated species such as this rice and wheat, so you have to use this method which is particularly given by the breeder. Okay, for that the self-pollinated crop, this is the pedigree method. pure line method. So pedigree and pure line method you can use for self pollinated species, and second for the cross pollinated species. Okay, you can also use the means backcross method. For that there is a backcross, and recurrent selection also you can use for handling cross, for handling the cross pollinated crosses of the cross pollinated species. Okay, cross pollinated species example are maize, cotton, okay, tobacco. These are the cross pollinated species. So for that you have to use backcross. You can also use recurrent selection method also there. Okay, so these things are there in cross pollinated species. And in clonally propagated species, clonal selection, clonal breeding means you when we made a clonal hybridization between two species, suppose a potato, sugarcane. These are the vegetatively propagated species, or banana also. Means many horticulture species also are there in the vegetatively propagated species. Okay, so these things are there in self-pollinated species. Our aim is you select those plants in F2 which are having uniform characters. Means they are should be truly breed plants. Means all are homozygous, means completely uniform from their parent. Those plants you have to select the stable two breeding lines. That is the thing. Means all the plants should be have the homozygous, homogeneous type of. Okay, so these things you have to uh, take in your mind, that when we are selecting the means genotypes or segregants in F2 or in subsequent generation, that time you have to select two breeding lines. Means the plants which are the very uniform at genotypical means at genotypical level, all should be having homogeneous, okay, or homozygous. This type of plant you have to select in self-pollinated species. And what is the goal, or what is the aim in cross-pollinated species? You select the plants which are the result of intercross between two parent or more than two parent. Okay, means so select the plant which are the having the characters of both of parent, or which are the plant which is having the DNA of both of parent. So this type of the plant you have to select in cross-pollinated species. And for the clonal or apomictic species, initially you will select those plants which are having heterozygous. Means actually what happened in the clonal species, the clonal species are very highly heterozygous. Okay, after the crossing between them you will get so many types, so many F1s, so many different types of the heterozygous. When you when you self it, or when you ascetically you use their vegetative part in the F2 or subsequent generation, you will select initially plant all are select those plant all are having heterozygous. So these things are there in self, cross, and clonal or apomictic species. So you have to take care in your mind. For self you have to use two breeding lines. For cross you have to select those plants which are the mixture of two cross of a two parent. Okay, for clonal you have to select the population which is having heterozygous genotype. So that is thing. For managing the segregating population of self-pollinated species, already I have told you that for when you are handle the segregating generation of self-pollinated species, suppose rice, wheat, okay, so you have to use pedigree method. Means another method also there, pedigree, bulk, SSD. These methods also you can use. Okay, that is the thing. Here we are here in today's class I will discuss about the pedigree selection method. Okay, for handling the segregating generation of self-pollinated species. So pedigree method also known as line breeding method. Okay, Another name of pedigree selection method is line breeding. Okay, line breeding. Okay, or in this pedigree method we are using the pedigree record. Okay, what is the record? Pedigree record means this is the ancestry record of each selected progeny. Suppose what happened in this suppose in F3 we are selecting row number plant 1. Okay, row plant number 1, row is 1 and plant number also 1. So I am selecting this row number 1, plant number 1 from the F2. From which row or which plant? Suppose from F2 I select row 2 and plant number 3. Okay, so this row 2 and plant number 3 I selected for the F3 generation. Okay, I select this P3 plant from row number 2. So I have selected and shown in the field. Okay, it will generate a new plant in F3. Okay, in F3 I have shown in row number 1, plant number 1. Okay, so this type of the pedigree record we have to maintain. For also we can write for the F4 also. Okay, F4 for F2 F4 generation I selected row number 1, plant number for the F4. Okay, I have shown again, but in which row? Suppose I have shown this in row number 3, plant number 10 suppose. So this is this pedigree record how you can write row number 3, plant number 2 for F2, and for F3 row number 1, plant number 1, for F4 row number 3, plant number 10. So this type of the pedigree record we are maintaining in pedigree method. Pedigree method is very highly this is the method, only this method which is the using breeder skill of a breeder, fully skill of a breeder is using by this method. Okay, or this is the method which is the target only a specific trait. If you are doing the breeding for the disease resistance, if you are doing the breeding for a quality traits, only means this method only using a specific trait only. Means we are not going to study about the different trait here in this method. Only we are totally concentrated on one trait. This trait may be the disease resistance, quality breeding, suppose protein content, suppose drought resistant, suppose plant height, suppose seed weight, seed length. So these are different morphological traits or qualitative traits that we are the focusing in pedigree methods. We are not studying so many traits, only the one specific trait we are going to study in the pedigree method. Okay, or and in this pedigree method we are not study the wide crosses. Okay, we are not mad crosses with the species with the different exotic species or different wild species. Okay, we are doing the crosses between the parent which are very closely related, not too much closely related, means intervarietal type of crosses we are going to study in this the pedigree method. We are not study the wide crosses, distance hybridization. Okay, this type of things we are not using in the pedigree method. Okay, so this is the things happened in the pedigree method. Pedigree, one thing what is pedigree method also known as line breeding. Second, we are maintaining the pedigree record. Third thing is that we are focusing on a specific trait, and fourth thing is that we are not study the wide crosses or distance hybridizations. Okay, so you have to take care in your mind. Okay, these things are happening in the pedigree method. What is the advantage? Advantage is that we are easy to select the families. Okay, and let the bed plant early generation. Okay, we are focusing in there's a when you made a process, after you will get a F2, after F1 you will get F2, or that in F2 you will get a different segregants. Okay, each segregants produce its family. Okay, so different type of the family we will get in different generation. So means in F2. Okay, so in F2 that the selection in each family is very easy, or uh, instead ki you selecting the plants in whole family. Okay, means suppose there 100 families are there, means 100 segregated, all the 100 segregates you are study at a time, it's very difficult. But you are study the single segregant, so single family at a time, then it's very easy. Why is it easy? Because selecting your desirable or specific trait very easy, but yet you are selecting so many traits at a time, it's very difficult. That is the thing. We are focusing only one trait at a time, and in a single, or we are also study the single family only. So selecting a single family, and in a single family we are focusing only a single trait, then it will be easy to selecting. Second type is select type, you want to discard other. Okay, this is a simple thing. Lake back on several years data. Means we are in this year we are maintaining the pedigree record. I mean, from parent F1, F2, F3 and subsequent generation, we are maintaining the pedigree records. Okay, so there's a record, so we can also study the back parent also. Okay, which parent we are, I am selecting this, and this result came from which parent, or okay, something we forgotten, we can study the back parent. Okay, so this is very good. But in some methods, in other methods, suppose SSD bulk method, we are not maintaining this type of the record. After the forgotten, we can nothing new about the back parent, which parent I am selecting this plant. Okay, so these things have happened. Screening characters we can do in greenhouse and field. Means in both condition we can study the um, segregate generation. Means we can sow one in field, also in greenhouse. In both condition we can use to study the this segregants. Okay, or this is the method only where the breeder can practice its art and science. Means how much skill having by the breeder, he can use all his in this pedigree method. Okay, or it is a very suitable for the trait which is the having the highly heritability. Means heritability means the transferring of a trait from one generation to second generation, how much it is transferring, 10%, 90%, 80%, how much is transferability. Okay, this is the trait. So this is the things have which is excellent for the highly heritable trait. Okay, and disadvantage is it's this method is very costly because it's time taking, very laborious, also space taking. So that's thing. And second disadvantage is that space planting is not same as farmer. Huh? Means what we are the planting in this the method, it is not same as a farmer field we are doing. Okay, in farmer field, suppose in the rice 20 to 20 centimeter we are adopting, but it's this type of spacing we are not adopted in pedigree method. I mean, it's a totally different. Means plant density is a different from the farmer field. So this is the things happened in the pedigree method. Okay, thank you students. This is the today's class only about the pedigree method for the handling of segregated generation. In next class we will discuss about the bulk method, SSD method, and I think I already sent the whole breeding procedure of pedigree, bulk method, SSD, backrows. So you have to go through on these online classes. Okay, you have to see these all these video classes. After that, if you find any confusion, you can message me. Okay, thank you so much.